let's look at the next sector. Okay, anything interesting happening there? It's going up very gradually, it seems. I imagine these are just some kind of data error at the end there. So going up gradually, took off. It's okay. So let's look at the industries. The first industry going sideways, nothing particularly exciting. Next industry looks quite nice, going up, taken off. Let's zoom out. So it's right near this level here, which isn't so great, but a big trend up, big nice trend up. Let's zoom back in. Let's have a look at, I was going to say let's look at the industries. That is one of the industries. Let's have a quick look at the companies themselves. Going up, still going up. If anything, near the top of the channel there. This one started to turn, just about taking off. Let's just zoom out a bit, see what was happening in general. It's getting near the top here, so we'll leave that one. This one, well, we can see here it's kind of going sideways. Now it's pausing. Nothing too exciting happening there. That one's taken off, it gapped up, and now it's paused. So the question is it going to pull back, or is it going to take off? Let's just have a zoom out. Okay, looks reasonably strong, just from the chart, because there's nothing here from the nearest resistance level is about here somewhere. It's jumped a gap. When something gaps up, that's pretty powerful. It did this great big move and then pulled back. So it's done its pullback, which is the time when you want to get into it. So let's have a look a bit further in and see what's going on. Looks fairly good. Looks like it has broken out. Done the big move, done the pullback, could be ready to carry on going up. So, yeah, this is definitely worth looking at. Let's go into the indicators. So what do we want to look at? Well, MACD, there isn't really much of a trend. We'll just have one big peak here, I imagine. If we look at it, yeah, there's the one big peak. So it doesn't really tell us much. RSI above the midline, yeah, right above, way above the midline, looking strong. And volume, great big volume as it went up, which is actually when you get an extreme reading like that, it means it will pull back usually, which it's done a bit. CCI is right up there, way above the 100, very strong, up at 200 almost. So it looks good, looks strong, and it has pulled back. So let's see what's happening now. This is a possible trade. So let's have a look at a live chart. Let's write down the ticker as well. It's TMO. 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 Okay. Let's just wait for that one to load up. When we look at this live chart in a second, as long as it hasn't dropped a long way, he says as the 1 minute chart opens, we'll have to look at this price. Now that's a 1 minute chart, so that drop looks a lot, but maybe it's not too big. Let's have a look. So if we go to, yeah, okay, there we go. If we look at an hourly chart, it's actually almost nothing. It's just paused there, which is fine. It's doing this little pause pattern here. So this is what's happened so far from 9 o'clock here. It's just generally been going up and it's paused now, which is absolutely fine. So we can place this trade. Let's shut that down and let's get the figures. So it's at about 44. Okay, let's go to the broker account and do this one. Okay, so the symbol is TMO, and the price was about 44, so 4,000 divided by 44 equals, well, it says 90, so let's, oops, check I'm in the right box. Let's do 100. Market, day, all or none, preview the order, and the symbol's correct, the amount's correct, and that total amount's correct, so that's fine. Let's place this order. Okay, that's it, done. So let's look at the next one. Going up, and here's the resistance level. Is almost, you'd want that to be a higher high, and it's not, so not great. We'll leave it. That industry is just kind of going sideways, so let's leave that. Next sector doesn't look very exciting at all. That sector's just going sideways. As I said, for extra practice, let's just have a look at the industries anyway. Similar kind of thing. I'll only stop if there's one that looks interesting. It's near its resistance level. No, there was nothing particularly great there. So let's go on to the next sector. This is the retail sector. How does it look? Looks okay. It's gone up, done this channeling pattern there. Bit of a channel, not a great channel, but oscillating. And it's broken out of it, and it's kind of there, pulling back a bit. So it looks reasonable. Let's just zoom out. It's been going down again, gone back up, a bit of a pause there. We might want to say, well, what do we generally think about retail now at this time of the economy? And my answer would be probably not too strong. So do we want to be looking for an up trade on it? Or because if anything, it's broken out, so it's saying look for an up trade. I don't know. I don't know if we really would want to be looking for an up trade on that. Let's just, again, let's do a quick flick through the industries. That one's right at resistance. That one's below the resistance level. That one's below. That one's close to it. Okay, that one's going up and is taken off, but now it's pulling back. I'm tempted just to skip this sector, actually, but let's have a... Yeah, that should pull back now. It's not in a position to get into. Okay, let's go on to the next sector. Semiconductors has been going up, and it's now, well, pulled back, gone up. Let's just zoom out a bit. Generally downtrend, then an uptrend. If anything, need a bit of a pullback now. Let's zoom in. But it's okay. In general, it's been going up. So let's zoom in again. Let's look at the industries. Very similar to the sector, gone up. So, and it's come back a little bit, so could be getting ready for the pullback. But it's still in the uptrend, but not ready now. And this one, same thing. Next sector, commercial services and supplies, is very close to this resistance level along here. Quite a strong resistance level. Let's zoom out. But saying that, if it can break through there, it looks like a shoulder, head, shoulder. Wow. For a long-term change of direction, been going down for ages. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So could signal a big up move. Interesting. Let's go back in. So if there was a industry that's already broken above this level, that we might find a trade there. That one, same pattern, but it's further below, hasn't got there yet. This one, again, not so strong. This one is going up, but not quite there yet. We should, saying that, for these, we should really go into the companies, I think. Because we might even find a company that's just ahead of the industry. That one's going the other way. That one's quite strong. Still going up, but it's getting near this point. Okay, that's in an uptrend, but again, it's getting near this resistance level. That one is kind of broken above. Let's zoom out a bit. It's been going down, now it's gone up, bit of a pause, gone up. Zoom back in. No, not great. Okay, we'll go on to the next sector. Technology.